Generative AI could get you killed. No, I'm not talking about Skynet, but something much more delicious. Mushrooms, the kind you'd love to fry up, like this shaggy mane. Except wrong, that's an AI-generated image, and this is what a real shaggy mane looks like. The slight differences in mushroom appearances can be, well, the difference between a tasty button mushroom and the deadly destroying angel, which can kill you. AI-generated mushrooms should never be used as a reference for foraging. That's why Google would never feature AI-generated images instead of real ones, right? Who am I kidding? That's exactly what they did. Thankfully, the Googler this time goes by Mycomutant, the moderator of a forum dedicated to mushroom aficionados. In this case, this was an AI-generated picture that had been labeled as such on a stock website, but had still been featured by Google. Mycomutant's post states that, "This is not the first time I've seen Google's algorithm scrape stock content for the snippets, nor is it the first time that they've gotten it wrong." He does say that it is, however, the first time that I've seen them use a clearly AI-generated image. Generative AI makes it easier than ever to seem credible about whatever you're talking about. Wrap some ChatGPT text with some pretty AI pictures, and you've got a book that looks pretty compelling, but is full of bunk. Reports from 404 Media dating as far back as last year warned about ChatGPT written books flooding Amazon's shelves. Okay, so Google should use mushroom pictures from a more trustworthy source. But what does that mean for me? Because I don't forage for mushrooms. Why should I care? Well, this particular story has an easy fix. But what about more controversial issues? What if instead of mushrooms, Google surfaced AI-written resources or pictures of medical misinformation about COVID, faith-based healing, or politics? Google doubled down on these tools in their response to 404 Media. They stated that we have protections in place to provide a high-quality experience, and we continue to work to strengthen these quality guardrails. Google has been more careful about the fact-checking of controversial topics like health, but this mushroom mix-up shows that there will always be topics that slip through the cracks. The more they use these AI showcase tools, the greater the chance that someone who runs into misinformation might actually trust them and get hurt. Before something like that happens, though, it's hard to hold them accountable. The only thing I can do now is remind you to think critically about what you're reading online, and to talk to a real person if you're going to do something that could potentially be dangerous, like foraging for mushrooms. Especially go with a guide. But you're already subscribed to TechAsia, so you already knew that. Why don't you share this video with someone who might not be informed yet, and then tell us about any other examples you've seen of AI-generated content sneaking into trusted sources, despite our best efforts to stamp them out. Until next time, take care.